that I had just said that, and then you were like, oh, and I was like, oh, weird, like there's Amanda right there, because I was just thinking, oh, I wonder what time. I knew you had told me, and then I had forgotten, because
no, it's okay.
I get foggy with the stupid antibiotics. Today's my last day. I'm so glad, because I hate antibiotics. I hate any sort of medicine. It's weird. Medicine
it's really sensitive on you.
Very much. Richard used to laugh that if I ever had to take something, it would be like so obvious. Like it would just be like one time I had to take Vicodin, and I was like,
out for the count.
I really am, so medicine, it really affects me, so I'm glad I'm almost done with the antibiotics. I hate them.
Some people are super sensitive, like even when my boyfriend's mom like takes Tylenol. Like,
oh really? Tylenol?
She's just like super sensitive to everything. So.
I don't notice as much, but I don't like medicine. Like some people, like that's, I was fortunate because I never liked pills. That was like something I just didn't like them. Yeah, I didn't like them. It was like I didn't like the feeling from them ever. Like it was not. I'm glad I didn't, because I'm one of those people. If I like something,
you have to like you'll just do it full heartedly.
That's why I stay away from things. Even the other day I was actually craving some cashew butter, and I was like, I'm just not even gonna go there, because if I were to eat it, I probably would be bulimic again.
Yeah, that's what that would suck. Is like one tiny, like how you're saying, like it has to be the 93, because like everything else. First off, you get bloated, but then if you were to eat one tiny little thing, it could set you back.
Right, and it's so crazy because, like, it's so frustrating to me, like, why can't I control it? But it literally, like, now it's become, like, my stomach ache. And it's my, and I think, like, I think, like, I'm so mad because I remember being at a Chinese buffet and the lady telling Richard, like, your wife is never going to be able to digest again. And I thought, she is full of it. That's not true. And I was so mad. I was so mad. Like, how dare her say that?
How dare she? And then she's right.
So right. And then I at times get mad, and then I go, no, it's valid. Like, because I got to, like, literally cheat for a long time. In the sense of, like, the amount of, like,
lifetime of food.
Like, I'm like, oh, no, Carol, give me the whole cake. I had my cake and ate it too. I mean, it's pretty bad when you're bulimic, because you really, if you don't think that it's bad. Yeah, there's no limitation. Yeah. You're like, literally, you go, the fattiest, sugariest thing. Give me the caramel, give me the chocolate, give me the strawberry, give me all of them all together, and just all of, like, it'd be like extra large on everything, And then
the consequences.
And then so now I'm like, all right, I guess it's valid, but I really try to tell people not to, because when you're doing bulimia, you don't necessarily realize how bad it is.
It's when you stop, I'm assuming. The after.
And then you say, oh, well, then why keep doing it? But no, it gets worse and worse. Yeah. But, while you're still doing it, somehow your body's kind of like surviving on.
Yeah, it somehow works when you're in it, but like out of it, that's when it like.
Right, and don't think that you want to stay in it, because what happens is it deteriorates your body as you're in it. Like, every year you look worse, and that's why the celebs keep doing all these surgeries and things, because most of them are bulimic, and they don't want to stop bulimia because it's hard to stop, because you got used to just eating whatever you want, like dieting after you've been like. Whatever.
Yeah, I always just picture they're either bulimic or starving themselves. Not necessarily like full on anorexic or anything, but just like eating an almond.
Right, and probably usually drug induced and not. Yeah. Like, I remember when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're on an amphetamine or like cocaine or something to like.
Yeah, especially when they have to lose weight for roles and stuff, when you'll hear that. Cause I think
that's crazy when they have to get really heavy or really thin.
Yeah, I'm like, they have to be doing some drugs or bulimia or something. I know, like Bridget Jones' Diary. Do you remember that?
Yeah, didn't she get heavy for that role?
Yeah, she put on like 40 pounds and then took it off right away, but I was like, that's just bulimia. All she was doing is, she's bulimic, and then she didn't throw up, and then
she ate the same way,
exactly.
but chose to not throw it up.
Yeah, and then because immediately after she got like really skinny too. I dropped it. Yeah, I think that didn't actually work out well for her doing that. I don't think it's good for you to kind of like mess with your weight that much.
Yeah, like, there's a couple roles. Even I don't know. There's some male actors that had to like lose an insane. I think Adrian Brody, who is in
he's already pretty.
Yeah, he had to lose weight for, I forget what that role is with, I don't forget what it was, but that, and then I think Matthew McConaughey had to lose an insane amount of weight for a role.
That AIDS role.
Yeah,
and same with The Machinist with Christian Bale. That's like creepy when you see guys that thing. You're like, whoa.
And then there's people like Brendan Fraser had to get really fat for that.
Oh, did you see that movie?
I didn't see it.
It's
I just
a
seen
good
him.
movie.
Is it?
I thought he had really gotten that fat. Did he really, or is it a suit?
No, I think he really got.
Okay,
that
I was gonna
fat.
say.
I think.
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure because I was like, he looks like it was.
I think he did because I think I saw him at an award show and people were maybe talking about him and it was like, but it was for that role, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was or not, but
Yeah.
he did a fantastic job. That was
Yeah.
a good movie,
Yeah.
and it's so accurate. Because
I don't even know what it's about.
It's about that he's an obese man that doesn't really like to leave the house at some point, you know, and it's like he just basically has people deliver him food and he doesn't even want to even have them see him and stuff, you know, and it's gotten so bad, and like he has a child, but the kid like I think the kid ends up finally kind of helping out a bit, but like but it's kind of it's just sad because he let himself go, and then the movie is just showing that it's hard, you know, and that's not like people, I think people like think that people that are obese, that it's like just easy to like, oh, just stop eating. It's like,
it's not so simple.
Well, for
I mean,
one
it's
thing,
an eating disorder in itself, just a different one.
Right,
you know
and also, but it's
binge
also
eating.
like with his level of he has to eat a certain amount to even have the energy to stand up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it gets when people get very large, so it's like it was a good movie because I think some people don't understand.
Yeah, they don't have like an empathy for it.
Yeah, like they just think, I hate when people just be like, oh, just go to the gym or something like that, and you're like,
and at some point it's got to be extremely hard to go to, first off, you feel a lot of things, like you feel like, oh, I don't belong there, and then just the physical exertion of having to do it.
Yeah,
that's why it's impressive when you see people like on that, what's that show where they would lose like a bunch of weight?
Oh yeah, the
they
Biggest
would be
Loser,
really heavy,
which I
and
thought
I'm
was
like,
not a nice name.
Yeah, that is not a nice
I always
name.
remember thinking, because that's, they'd be like, you're the Biggest Loser. It was like when they won the show, and I was like, did they have to call it that?
Yeah, that's not nice. But like, that would be an uphill battle, but kudos to them. Some of them lost so much weight and they were really heavy. You know what I mean? It looked like so much work just to, honestly, just to walk, but let alone do any kind of exercise. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
and
just
to
like
feel
your
motivated,
knees
like,
go
oh,
out.
I'll be able to achieve this. Like, just the mental block, you know, would be. Yeah.
I know you literally have to have like a coach because it's so hard. Also, just even for your safety, because when you get that large,
you have
fall.
to be like very careful.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know, a lot of times when people get, I know some people that get that large, and then when they do try to exercise, you can get injured.
Yeah.
So it's, you know,
swimming is good, I would think, for people that heavy, just because it's not hard on the joints, and you can be as mobile, you know, as anyone could be in the water, pretty much. Yeah.
I always have a huge empathy for people. People think I don't because I'm thin, but I'm like,
no,
I was a
like
bulimic.
you would because you understand. Yeah.
Like, I should be. Richard finally pointed out to me, and he's like, you would be obese
if you were. Yeah, if you had chosen to not throw up, like the result would have been that.
Yes,
so of course you'd have sympathy.
So I understand it so much, and I almost feel guilty that I'm like, I didn't end up that way because I was cheating, you know.
Yeah.
Like I was probably eating more than most people.
Yeah.
Like that's what I really, and you know, bulimics are actually what put these poor buffets out of business. You know, it's not even the
They're like, you're 86 from the buffet.
They do. Some girls, well, maybe guys too, but
I've known a couple of guys who honestly got 86 from buffet.
Yeah, because you can get 86 for even just eating too much, but especially if they see if you're vomiting.
Yeah.
And
then they're like,
oh no, you ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they'll be like, because you know that's on their dime, and you're.
Yeah.
We went to one time. Oh god, they almost lost it one time. We went to the sushi one where it was like all you can.
I don't know if I could do all you could eat sushi because I don't know how much sushi I could actually eat. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're bulimic, you can eat quite a bit.
You can eat a lot.
I can't believe, I don't know why people like watching that stuff. You know that one girl, that's her whole channel?
Oh.